Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ask the Crown. I'm Stephanie McGrain, and I am so excited to have the very beautiful Erin Brady, Miss USA, joining me today. Welcome, Erin.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
It is so great to have you with me today, and I have to say congratulations. You did such an amazing job at the Miss Universe pageant. You looked stunning.
Thank
Tell us what your
you.
experience was like.
For their languages, their style, what pageantry is like in their country, and that probably was the most interesting aspect of the competition. Honestly, it's a very mental process because you're there for such a long period of time, and it's exhausting. It's a lot of stress. There's a lot going on, so you just have to make sure that you're rest as much as you can and that you enjoy it, because inevitably, again, only one of the girls is going to win. So you need to go there and enjoy your experience, which is exactly what I did, and I was able to place in the top 10 and come home as Miss USA. So I really had such a great time.
Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Fantastic job. So
Thank
gorgeous.
you.
Were you nervous at all? You looked so confident on stage.
Thank you. You know, it's kind of funny. When I get to the competition mode, because we rehearse and it is a live television show, I kind of put myself in the position of I'm an actress and this is my time to shine in the middle of this show. So I think it's not even in my head that I'm competing. So I think that's kind of what makes my experience not as nerve-wracking maybe as some, because I get myself into that mindset of, hey, it's a live television show and I get to compete and I'm representing an entire country this time around. So that was really great. And I just loved every moment of it. You're only on stage and on camera for a very short period of time, so you have to make sure that you absolutely live it up because you'll never get a second chance to go back.
Absolutely. Opportunity of a lifetime.
It
And I
is.
have to tell you how much I loved your costume. And I
Thank
loved what
you.
it stood for. Can you tell us when you chose the costume of being the Transformer? Tell us the story behind that.
Sure. So they actually had come to me and said, Erin, you get to pick out a national costume. And I had done my research and looked at years previous. And of course, they've done wonderful ideas, the Statue of Liberty, things that they thought was representative of the United States. And I'm a bit out of the box, an abstract thinker. So I said, you know something, why don't we do something very modern, very over the top, like a Transformer? And I loved it because I obviously was about 8 feet tall. So you had this essence of this beautiful, strong, empowered woman, which is really what I feel this whole position is about as being Miss USA. And it's something so crazy and so out of the box, and I loved everything about it, to be honest. You know, I kind of got good feedback and bad feedback, but any feedback is good feedback in my eyes. So I just loved the whole concept behind it, and I had a great time putting it together with the help of Martin, who was the costume designer, and between myself and him, we were able to come up with this beautiful Transformer costume.
I loved it. I loved it.
Thank
And it did
you.
get a lot of publicity. And I was going to ask because you did look so tall. I thought you were so much taller. I was going to ask how tall those boots were that you had on.
They were 16 inches, so it gave me a good
Wow.
foot and then some.
Well, I love it. And it very fitting, too. I
Thank
love the
you.
reasons of why you chose it.
Thank you.
And you looked absolutely gorgeous, breathtakingly beautiful in your gown. Can you tell us who the designer was and why you chose that particular gown?
Absolutely. So we, as being Miss USA, we get to work with Sherry Hill, who is an amazing designer. She designed my gown for Miss USA. And red is my color. I love red, so I knew that I wanted to go with a red gown. And I tried on a lot of different gowns, and I wanted something that Russia is a very dramatic, very theatrical country. And I don't know, I put this gown on in black first, and I said, can you make this gown in red? And she said, absolutely. And the liquid beading is something that when you're on stage and the lights hit it, it makes you look so elongated, and it really just fits my body. And I love the sides because they had the lace cut out, so it kind of accentuated the curves that I don't really have much of. So I fell in love with it. I think picking the gown is one of those things that you just put it on and know that this is what you want to compete in. And it was heavy, which obviously you don't know until you put the gown on. But I loved it. It was definitely something that I was happy I went with.
Well, you looked so beautiful.
Thank
And you
you.
also looked so gorgeous in your Ice Princess photos by Fidel. Love it.
Isn't he amazing?
Oh my gosh, yes, incredible.
He's so good.
I love Fidel. Can you give us a little bit of behind the scenes of that photo shoot?
Sure. So obviously Fadil every year comes in with this amazing concept. So he wanted to embrace Russia and his concept of what he thought would be a great, really, really unique photo shoot. So he said, why not Ice Princess? So he had the faux fur, the hats, and the mitts, and the shawls, and he wanted the girls to just look obviously sexy, very Victoria's Secret-esque, but to really embrace the country that we were in. So they had two mirrors that were kind of fogged with the blue lighting, and the makeup was, you know, different shades of blues and silvers to really make it look icy. And the hair obviously is always very full and voluminous. And then you just kind of get into this mindset. He always has the best, most pumped up music playing in the background, so you can't help but get in this very glamour-esque mode when you're working with him. So every single girl, I had obviously the pleasure of working with him in beforehand at Miss USA and even before. So for some of these girls that have literally never worked with him but know him as this legend of this mastermind behind all of these great photo shoots, they were so excited. And it's great to see somebody work with him for the first time and to see how they embrace his creativity.
Oh my gosh, amazing. Loved it so much, so much.
Thank you.
Now, competing at Miss Universe, what do you have to do to get ready for that? How did you prepare?
Yeah, again, being Miss USA already, I was already in good shape, I would think. So I was going to the gym regularly, making sure that I was eating very clean, just so that you know, you don't want to get sick. This time of year is very tricky, and especially being in another country, it was more about maintaining and making sure that I was as healthy as I could be. Being on a flight for 9 hours, inevitably you're going to get some kind of a germ. So that was very important. And again, it's mental prep. It's making sure you can kind of see as the weeks progress, a lot of girls, it gets into their head, they get exhausted. And I knew experiencing Miss USA that this was going to be an extra week, a lot more girls, a lot more stress. So a lot of it is mental, just knowing that no matter how tired you are, have an extra cup of coffee, try and get some sleep on the bus, just really making sure you're keeping yourself in the best fit shape that you can.
Well, you definitely did that. That is for sure.
Thank you.
Now, what are your thoughts about the top 5 at Miss Universe?
Yeah, honestly, I was so excited. All of the girls that made it into the top 5, I actually had an opportunity to speak with personally. Obviously, with so many girls, it gets a little tricky, and especially with the language barrier. I thought that they were all deserving. They did a great performance. You know, you never know. When you get into the top 5, before the questions are asked, it could go either way. And so I would have been happy with anybody, especially for me. It's a unique position because the winner gets to move to New York City and be my roommate. So, of course, I'm sitting there going, oh, please be nice. Oh, please be nice.
Right.
So, yeah, Miss Venezuela is fantastic. She's extremely smart. She's 25 like myself, so she has that maturity about her. And it's great to bring in another culture. I think for me to learn about Venezuela and learn about pageantry in Venezuela has been so interesting because, you know, she is perceived to be a queen, and it's just amazing to see how she's embracing this opportunity and experiencing all that New York has to offer.
Gosh, I can only imagine how exciting
Yeah.
all the things that you learn.
It is. It's a definite learning experience. I learned that I need to learn another language. So for Christmas, I'm asking for Rosetta Stone so that I can catch up on another language so I can communicate better with more people.
Oh, that's perfect. I need to do that too. Now, I know you competed
Yes.
in the Tippy Top Heels by Chinese Laundry.
Yes.
What do you think about the Tippy Top Heel?
They are phenomenal. Honestly, I think for many girls, obviously you want a shoe. The first thing is comfort. You're walking on a slippery stage. You're in front of all these people with nerves. You want something that A, is comfortable, B, makes your legs look endless, long and lean, and they're great because you get the 3 inches in the front and the 6 inches in the back, and they go with everything. Whether you're your swimsuit is purple, green, orange, it doesn't matter. I actually wore tippy tops with my gown also.
Oh, you did awesome.
I did, and you couldn't see obviously, but the nude goes with everything, and I was comfortable walking in them. So for me, it's all about making sure I'm not going to fall, and that you can walk comfortably and confidently. So they're a great shoe, and they're good for dressing up and going out even after the pageant.
I agree with you. I have a pair of tippy tops too, and I love them. And they are so comfortable, and they do make your legs look like they go on forever.
Right?
And I am so excited because Ask the Crown was able to team up with Chinese Laundry to give away 3 pairs of tippy top heels. And
Yes.
you will be announcing 2 of our winners, and Cassidy will be coming on shortly and announcing our 3rd winner. And I have to tell the viewers that Chinese Laundry Shoes is the official sponsor of the Miss USA and Miss Universe pageants. The shoe sponsor.
Yeah.
So we're very excited. So
I'm excited.
Yay! We've been looking forward to this moment for a long time, and I know that so many of our entrants are watching, and they're so excited to hear their name called. So, Erin, can you tell us who our 2 new Tippy Top winners are?
Absolutely. So the winner of the first pair of tippy tops is Janice Celeste.
Woo!
And
Yay!
And for the second winner, we have Ryman Whiteside. So congratulations to you both.
Congratulations! Yay! And ladies, you should be expecting your tippy tops to arrive shortly from Chinese Laundry. Thank you, Chinese Laundry, for providing the awesome tippy top heels.
They're phenomenal. You're going to love them.
Absolutely, I agree. And now I need to ask you, what is the best part about being Miss USA? Well, I can imagine everything is fabulous about being Miss USA, but what is your most favorite part about the job?
You know, honestly, you get to move to New York City, you get all of these materialistic things that any girl would love, but you have opportunities that people in their lifetimes wouldn't dream about. And I think for me, you don't realize how impactful your job is until you actually interact with young girls, sick kids, people in the military, and you just, to hear them speak so highly of you and to hear how much of an impact you make on their day, even though you maybe have never met these people, it's knowing that you're in the public eye and you have so much impact, and everything you say is taken in, is taken to heart, and everything you do is being watched. That's the best part, because you want to make sure that you really live this year up to its fullest, and that you go out at the end of it all being memorable and have people that really remember you as Miss USA 2013, and they remember you as an individual and for all of the great things you've done throughout your years. So that probably is the best part.
Oh my goodness, absolutely. And you are definitely a role model. You are known worldwide, and I know that you are making an impact, and people are looking up to you and making a difference. So wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you.
So what do you credit your success to becoming Miss USA? What do you think the secret was that helped you capture the crown?
I know it sounds very cliche, but being myself. I went there and I never changed or altered my personality. I befriended all of the girls. And at the end of it all, when I was standing there with Miss Alabama, to have my competitors that I've competed with for 2 weeks cheering for my state, that was more of an honor to me, to know that I walked in at Miss USA and I'm leaving as the same person I've been my whole life, and I was recognized for it. And I think it's very important. A lot of girls try and change and think that there's a certain mold that makes Miss USA, and it's on the contrary. They want a girl that is confidently beautiful, that is so happy with who she is, embraces all of the great qualities that she has, and brings it to the table. I mean, enjoy it. They can see if you're timid, if you're nervous. Just go out there and enjoy every second of it, because people feed off of your energy. And if you're positive and you're happy and you look like you're actually having fun, you'd be surprised how far it takes you.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more. Yes. And what is your advice to all of the ladies out there who aspire to one day become Miss USA?
Honestly, don't ever give up, because I never in my wildest dreams would have thought this would have happened to me. And there I was, June 16th, crowned Miss USA, and it's one of those things, if you feel that this is something you want to do, go for it, because no matter what, you're the only one that's going to take you there.
Love it. Absolutely. And I have to say congratulations to you on your engagement.
Thank you very much.
Do
Yeah,
you have
that's
a
the
date
next
set yet?
chapter. You know,
Yes,
we're
the next
actually,
chapter.
it is. We're trying to figure it out right now. We're having, obviously, it is short notice. We would love to get married this fall. So it's a matter of just trying to sync the dates and find a venue that we love and just kind of coordinate everything to work out. So I think after the holidays, we'll probably dive into that full speed. But it's very exciting. It's something very, very good to look forward to after all of this.
Oh my goodness, absolutely. And
Yeah.
I loved how your fiance proposed to you. Can you tell our viewers how and where he proposed to you?
Absolutely. So we actually went on a 2-week trip to Italy, and we did a tour of northern Italy. And on the second to last day before we left, we went and visited Verona, and we stayed in the courtyard of Romeo and Juliet's house. And
Wow.
it's actually a museum. So it was about 6 o'clock at night. He said we have reservations to get a tour, and we went there, and it was just him and I and another person, and they said, you know, Tony has arranged for the two of you to go outside on the Romeo and Juliet's balcony, and he proposed to me on the balcony of Romeo and Juliet's house, and it was just the most romantic proposal I could have ever dreamt about, and he thought of it all on his own, which was
Oh,
even more
wow.
shocking. I know, he did a
Very
great job.
impressive.
He
That
did
is
a great
so
job.
romantic.
Thank you.
I love that. Aw. Well,
Thank you.
congratulations again to you.
Thank you very much.
And what is next for you? Now I know you're planning a wedding, but
Mhm.
beyond that and after you give up your title, what will be next for you?
You know, we're actually trying to figure all of that out now. What's great is I do have a finance background, so I know that I can always go back to something relative to finance. It's definitely a very sustainable job, and I know that there's a lot of room for growth. And at this point in my life, I definitely need something like that. But with this opportunity, a lot of other unique doors have opened in the hosting world and acting. So I don't know, I think I might dabble in a little bit of that, but I think in the next coming months I'll probably be able to figure that out a little bit better to try and figure out which route I really want to go.
Well, that is so exciting. And can you tell our viewers how we can follow you on your journey?
Absolutely. So you can follow me via Twitter and Instagram, which is at Miss USA, and I have my own personal Facebook account, which is Erin Brady, so you can follow me there as well.
Wonderful. Erin, thank you so much for joining me today. You are so beautiful, such
Thank
a
you.
stunning woman, such an incredible woman, and it was an honor to interview you on the
Thank
show.
you. This was wonderful, Stephanie. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, and we will definitely be following your journey, of course, throughout the remainder of your year as Miss USA and beyond.
Thank you so much. Have a happy holiday.
Oh, thank you so much, you too, and thanks to the viewers for tuning in, and thank
Yes,
you to
thank you,
Chinese
everybody.
Laundry for the Tippy Top Heels. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Erin.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.